Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And then I'm going outside. This just came in for the truck. I hope it fits. I think the lower part will. Hope the upper part fits. So what are we doing? I don't even have any beer. Why am I working on stuff? In case you guys didn't know, a couple years ago, put a solid axle on this truck. And the track bar for it I ordered from James Duff. And I'm not knocking on James Duff. They've made some pretty good stuff, and the long arms that I have are made by them as well, and they're absolutely amazing. But I do not like the bushings. Excuse me. I don't like the bushings that are supplied with the track bar. They're really squishy, and I've been having problems with spongy steering. So this energy suspension stuff here, this thing is like a rock. I can barely flex that out. The bushings that are in there, you just look at them and they flop over. So these look like the same size ones that are in there. And honestly, I think that track bar is the same one that you get as an aftermarket replacement for a 78. And it has like 9 inches of adjustability. Like, I mean, that thing comes way the hell out. Anyways, I want to see if I can get the track bar undone without having to put ratchet straps on the axle. These are very easy to replace. Because normally what I do is I put ratchet straps on one end of the frame to one end of the axle, and then one end here and one there, and that way it keeps it from wanting to flop over. Because if you lose a track bar, this thing will go roof.
He's a ham. He knows his camera's on.
What language is that? Funny language? You cannot.
Oh, fuck that, damn it! Son of a bitch!
Let's go see. That fits the bolt. Well, time for a redhead. Yeah, it looks like that's gonna fit. I just need to get this cotter key out of the way and rip that bolt off. And we'll swap that one. And then this one I gotta get a wrench behind here. Get that off with the impact. We'll drop her down. And I might come in here with the grinder and notch that bracket a little bit. Might do that while I got this apart. Fits the bolt. Yeah, that looks like it's it. And I've messed around with these. I tried to make my own, but I didn't have a stiff enough material. It just didn't work out. So these are all messed up. And same thing down there. I've actually added, you guys are gonna hate me. I wrapped electrical tape around the bushing and then lubed it up really good and then pressed it in. And that actually kind of helped. It's nice to be able to roll this into the garage and work on it, and don't have a whole lot of wind blowing on me, but I mean it's nice, but I'm trying to make a video and it's like, forget about it. Forget about it. I guess my Aunt Mary D watches the videos because she likes to learn this kind of stuff. So, Mary D, if you're watching, better get your notebook. Inch and an eighth, people. got it. It's up against the bushing on the other dude. Okay. Yeah, so yeah. Yeah, this was a real pain in the ass. Yeah, there's one bushing. Yeah, see? So, yeah, we can pretend that never happened. Now let's see how this fits. Yeah, like a glove. Go. Okay. That should be good enough. And then I actually should have done it on the inside of the bushing. We're just gonna go ahead and get messy with it. We're just gonna just poop this all on here. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in on the other side. And get the other end in. And then I'm just putting some on the outside here. Probably not enough for some people's liking, but that's what we're gonna give her. Gonna give her. Okay, and all I'm gonna do now is put it back up there. And then we'll put the bolt back on. And then we'll take our big washer and this will all clamp it together. Not as nice as I had it before, but ain't going nowhere. Alright. Should have done it before and after. But I'm gonna put the key in the ignition. I'm gonna try and turn the wheel back and forth. Alright, I don't know what you guys saw there, but let's take a little bit here. I've got a cloth somewhere. Don't know where that. Oh, that was it. 7/8 on the back. I'll put a breaker bar on it, and then I'll run in. See the size of the bar from the front. 13/16. When this stuff gets clamped down, you don't want any oil in here. Like, look at that. Smells like power steering fluid. Now get in here with the grinder. I'm gonna notch this out. Some new tie rod ends. I gotta figure out what tie rod end I need for this. This one will always be lubricated. Take that end up. Yeah, don't ask. Just don't ask. Alright, I'm gonna compare something here. So this is the peen that's been inside there for a while, and it looks like she's a little wore down from not being tight. Oh good, this one's a little bit longer. We might actually get a better bite, because you want that bracket to bite onto this as hard as possible, and then once it does that, it won't move back and forth and wear into the bracket, and then you'll be relying on the bushing to take up any slack. So get rid of that, and then just hoping that this one fits. Oh yeah, nice. So that'll go in there, and then once you push the pin in there, it'll compress that a little bit around the edge here, and then I'm gonna do a little bit right here. Do like that. That's right, we already got some on there. And then this is going to go on, so then we'll schmoo another ring. Yeah. Should be good. Yeah, see, these are like, I barely have to squeeze on that. And then these other ones, it was taking twice the effort. And these fit pretty good. What a tight fit, wow. Tappy tap tap. That's what I call a tight fit there. Here we go. Should probably wear hearing protection for that one. Alright, tubes, let's see if that steering is any better. Wow, that feels a lot better. Turn the steering wheel, turn the wheel. It's not messed up. Nice. Well, let's clean up the garbage, and I'm gonna go for a drive and see how much better it is. If you have a 78 and you still have the rubber bushings, this video may not be for you. But if you have an aftermarket track bar and you're running it on your 78 or your 82 Bullnose, this video will be for you. Well, that seems to have helped out with the steering a little bit. I only took it for a quick drive, so I don't know what it'll be like on the main road, or even when it gets windy, or just in normal driving conditions, but it feels like it's a little bit less spongy. It was getting kind of soft, especially on a really hot day. The steering was so vague. It didn't feel very safe. One of the things I'm gonna change later on is eventually that steering box that's in there, that came out of the F-150 that I used to have. I'm gonna send that one down the road. Right now it works, it's not leaking too bad, but once it starts leaking really bad, I'm gonna start looking at getting a replacement for it. But I was looking into doing a 4-bolt steering box, which is normally out of like an Econoline or a Super Duty. And I was comparing splines and input shaft sizes and all that stuff and fitting sizes, and it looks like it's all the same. It's pretty much just a straight swap. So I'm thinking I might, I don't know when, I gotta finish the AC stuff, and that's kind of my current project right now. I just gotta order materials, but I've had a couple of snags, so I haven't been buying stuff for projects. That needs a new clutch line, and this is my daily driver, so I just need to fine tune a few things. So I'll probably get the AC going in this before I do anything with the Explorer, which is annoying because it has a almost full tank of gas. That's okay. This is getting mid-20s right now, so it's not a problem now, but sometime in the future what I want to do is I actually want to change those C-wedge bushings out. I want to do a video on that for people who still have 78s with this axle in it and they need to change them out, and there's no YouTube video on it because, well, I'm sure there is a video, but my version's not out there. But I want to change the C bushings on this. I have a 2-degree C bushing in it right now, and I'm thinking I'm going to get the 4-degree kit, and we're going to move that axle back just a tiny bit. I don't have any wobble or anything like that, but I want to put a little bit extra caster in to add a little weight to the steering, and also what that'll do is it will make it track even straighter. Track's pretty good now, but when you have all that, a little extra caster, it'll make the steering a lot nicer. So that's something later down the road we'll do. That's kind of a big project actually, because we pretty much have to remove the axle, and I don't really feel like getting into that project. And then I want to make a diff cover for that. Want to see what I want to make a diff cover out of? Yeah, I was thinking we could cut this off right here, and then cut this off here, get this out here, grind it out or something, and just take this section and make that the diff cover. So anyways, that's gonna be it for today. Don't know what I'm doing next. I don't know what I'm spending my money on next. Well, actually I do. The shop cat is gonna get her next round of vaccinations. She's due for one, and there's another I didn't know she needed, so she's getting that done, and she's getting microchipped since she's been hanging around for well over a year now, or just about a year. Look at her. Happy kitty. Crazy cat. Anyways guys, that's it for now. I'm gonna clean up and I think Adam's on his way home, and then we're gonna go grocery shopping and we're gonna get some beer. So see you later.